Alright, I feel bad about doing it, but I'm starting to use a mirror effect with cops just because they tend not to like to answer their own questions. They always have to ask such personal, offensive questions, and they know they're offensive, and usually they're at that position where you're at a disadvantage. They rarely get questions asked back in return. So they're not used to people asking them the same types of questions and putting them in a position to have to answer your questions. In fact, when I just recently turned around a question on a cop, he asked me where I was living, and I said, yeah, or he asked if I was from around here, and I said no. And then I asked him, does he live around here? He's like, I live in a house. You know, he he got offended answering his own question, okay? How do you think regular people feel? So, cops don't like to answer their own questions, and they probably don't like to ask those questions, right? Unless they're like some kind of psychotic bully. But to get the cops off your back, that's really helpful, alright? You may not feel very good doing it, but do you want to continue on with a kind of conversation like that? Is that of your best interest? Just to sit there and have to answer question after question about personal information. Can I see your ID type of thing? And I won't. I've been showing my ID readily. It's like instinct. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to grab for my ID when he asks for it. I'm so tired of that. They need to identify themselves, alright? If they're going to ask who am I'm going to ask who they are, alright? Simple as that. And if they want to see a picture ID, I want to see a picture ID. Otherwise, I'm only going to tell them my name if they just tell me their name. If they want to give me their badge number, so what? What does that mean? I can make one up too. Mine's 666. Big deal. That doesn't mean anything. Really, the meat of the identification just getting the best form of identification is that driver's license or the state ID. But if they're not willing to give it up, why should I be? That's stupid. All right, they're people out there harassing other people, and they're on you're all like on the same level as each other, so the conversation goes both ways. Yeah, and if they want to take this authority step up above me and say I'm asking the questions, then I got to know if it's an investigation. That just leads to a whole nother bunch of questions. Am I under arrest? Am I under investigation? Am I free to leave? And all that. Or, am I free to sit here? Because I hate that. Am I free to leave? Because, a lot of times I go to an area and I want to hang out. And I'm not quick to leave. I'll be on my way. But, and it seems to go both ways with that, too. It's like, the cops want you to be on your way. They love it when you're like, am I free to leave? In a lot of cases when you're just loitering, I guess. But if you're like a suspect, I guess, and they'll make that up. How do you really even know? They'll make up investigations all the time. Yeah, we got an investigation, and you look kind of like the guy that is the suspicious character. And I'll say, sometimes they can be pretty spot on. When I was up in that one city, further city north of Washington, the guy said, "Hey, yeah, you look just like a suspect." He even said, "Trevor," and I'm like, "No, my name's Travis." And I asked if I could see a picture of this guy since he looked so close to me. And sure enough, there's a close set eyes and the big nose. So it's interesting sometimes. I failed to ask, when the people in another city said I look like a suspect. It just the conversation could go different ways.